Jonathan collected the heights of the players on his basketball team. He found the distribution to be skewed to the left. What does this mean? So if we recall what skewed to the left looks like, this distribution is going to have a graph or a histogram or any kind of graph where the tail is longer on the left side. So perhaps something like this. Now these are heights, they're quantitative values. So remember, when we have a quantitative value and we have some kind of graph like a histogram or dot plot, basically the x-axis is a number line. So these might be like in inches. Maybe it'll start off at like 60 inches, and then like 63 inches, 69 inches, or whatever. But the thing is, as we go to the right, they get taller and taller and taller. And so what we see, though, is when we have something that's skewed to the left, where the tail is on the left side, well, what do we have is the heights of the right side are high and the left sides are low. And remember, what do the heights of a histogram represent? Is always the frequency. So the higher the bar, it means there's more people in that category. So in this case, we have more people in the tall category and fewer people in the short category. And so that's what we're looking at. Something skewed to the left is going to be, there's going to be a lot of tall players, fewer shorter players. And so if we're reading this, it says letter D is actually our answer. There are many taller players and fewer short players. Now let's just think about what some of these other ones would look like. If we were to have something that had many short players and fewer tall players, that would look something like this. Some short people and then a few tall people. That would be skewed to the right. So this would have been the answer if it was skewed to the right. Letter C says most of the heights tend to be around average, so that's kind of in the center, with few taller players and few shorter players. This would be if we have something that's symmetric. And then lastly, letter B says, Jonathan must be confused because the distribution cannot be described as a skewed in any direction since the height is quantitative. Well, that's what we want to have, actually, is we need something quantitative. If it was categorical, now we can't talk about skew because there's no higher or lower if we're talking about something that's categorical. Like we can't say, oh, red is higher than blue. It makes no sense. So we need quantitative variables. Now, if this was a categorical variable, then that would be something that would be an answer.